Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another Will I Continue, where I have my lovely co-host and hopefully permanent co-host, Darthlow79 and Ginger Bear. Ginger Bear was actually on, I think my second episode, right? Where we did Hazuki's
Yeah,
cold-headedness.
yeah, that weird madness.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
so...
fun.
I know, that was awesome, man. I haven't gone back to watch the second episode, but I that's on my to-do list after we get through some of these others, too. But yep, he enjoyed it so much, and he decided. I asked him, I invited him to come over to do this permanently. And he was happy to do it. I very much appreciate it, man.
Yeah, happy to be here, dude.
And we have my lovely cousin, Darthlo79. Sir, could you please
Ew.
introduce? Can you please introduce yourself?
All right. For some of y'all that already know who I am, Darth Low 79, the other one of the GC Club. Uh,
Future cousins.
yeah. uh, Unfortunately, I haven't been doing a lot of streaming lately at all, but maybe that might change sometime. But other than that, I'm still enjoying gaming. I'm still a geekster cousin. I mean, always will, always shall be. I just happen to be a lot older than my pretty little young pup cousin over there, so I sleep.
You think I sleep? I have 3 kids.
Oh no, that's what I mean. I
Oh,
sleep.
oh,
You
okay.
don't.
That's right.
I like
Oh,
my sleep. But no, for real, you'll see me every once in a while whenever I get a chance to be able to be on here and everything else. Just depends on what's going on. But I'm very happy to meet Ginger Bear right here. I'm very awesome that you're with my cousin doing this. I'm glad y'all are enjoying doing this together. That's awesome. Make
Heck yeah,
sure you
man.
give make sure you give them hell though. Pick on them.
I'm glad you were able to rent the webcam from Shady Pines tonight to join us.
Oh, I know,
Really
right?
good,
Dude,
really good
you
to
should
have you.
seen how long it took me on OnlyFans just to come up with enough money to pay for the internet this month.
oh my god. Anywho, we're talking about OnlyFans. We're talking about 100 tonight. We that is the anime that my dear, lovely, beautiful OnlyFans cousin decided to pick for us, and it. And I'm just gonna go into this. Will we continue? We'll state will we continue at the very end of the episode. We're gonna kind of go through tidbits we liked about it throughout this episode. And the first episode we actually watched of this season was Little Garden. I'm gonna just go a little bit of this. Well, no, actually no. You guys want me to do the whole Wikipedia thing or not? I forgot already. My brain's like already spastic. Do you guys want to go learn a little bit about this or no? Or just kind of going?
I think we could just jump straight into it.
That's great. That's a good idea. All right, so guys, the beginning of the scene, the enemy. What did you guys think of this? It was crazy, wasn't it?
It just starts off super intense, man. Like it had me like, goosebumps, man. The hairs on my arms are standing up. I was like, oh man, there's this huge freaking like demon monster
Mm-hmm.
Oh
standing
yeah.
up and just this intense like battle scene.
Uh huh.
It started off super intense. I enjoyed the intensity that it started off with.
I mean, yeah, the first thing it shows you is everything on fire in this city
Right.
and
Yeah.
just destruction. And then you see these two kids, which one of them happens to be one of our main characters. What's
Mm-hmm.
his name?
Hayato.
He
Hayato.
Hayato
Hayato.
Kisaragi,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess that was his little sister that was running with him.
I have no idea. It
Or
seemed
I
like
don't
it.
remember,
It seemed like
I
either.
but
think he says like at the end of the scene like who was that girl or
Oh,
something like that.
really? I didn't even
oh,
catch
that's
that.
right, because he
Yeah,
wakes
so I
up from
don't
that
I don't think
dream.
he quite knows who the other character was.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and then, yeah, exactly. Like he wakes up and he's grown up, and is but that creature that's there, a savage is what I guess what they're calling it.
Yeah. That was you
Uh,
said it earlier.
and see that thing just pop up. I didn't know. I thought maybe I was looking at a robot at first, and then next thing you know, you see an actual creature, and it's like its mouth opens up, and this thing comes out, almost like a, I guess what, like a tremor worm. It looked like
Yeah.
almost with the mouth opened up,
It
Yeah.
and
made
then
me think of
shooting lasers out. I mean,
it
come
made me
on.
think of like the big bug monsters from oh, what was that old sci-fi show where they were fighting the bugs?
Uh,
Oh
Um
God, a
Starship
Starship
Troopers.
Troopers.
yeah, Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. The
Yeah.
giant bug monsters.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I agree with that.
I do. I don't. For me, the monsters kind of looked cool as hell. I might be the oddball of this, but it reminded me of like a Mega Man character, like Bubble Man or something like that, where it had
Oh yeah.
that weird
Yeah.
like triangle top and going down bottom kind of thing. I don't know, like upside down
Yeah, I
triangle.
know what you're saying.
It was
Yeah.
like, what is this like? Is this Mega Man or something? That's what popped in my head. Just for whatever reason, but yeah,
It was definitely a cool monster.
it
Like it was
was. It
definitely like
was.
a cool fight to have for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it was
Oh, yeah,
definitely awesome.
leave it to manga to end up coming up with something that's just gonna blow your mind, right?
I know, right? And okay, we have to talk about this. This is my favorite part, like of almost any anime, like the music, the intro. What did you guys think about this music when he of course into the scene and then goes into the intro?
I felt like the music really followed the intensity
Mm-hmm.
of the first scene. Like I thought that was like it got me pumped. It got me ready to go.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with that. I'm actually gonna see if I don't know if we're allowed to play it or not.
I think
Well,
about maybe 30 seconds, but even sometimes that you get flagged, and especially if this is going to YouTube and Facebook. I don't know. I wouldn't play. I can like link. What I'll do, I'll link a channel or YouTube video where it has the introduction list. But you guys got to check it out. It's great. I'll put in in the notes or description, and you'll see it in Spotify or wherever this goes, Google Podcasts. But yeah, you guys got to check out this music. It amps you up right after that scene. It's crazy.
oh yeah, it's definitely awesome.
Oh yeah, and then after that, he like you said, you guys saying he wakes up. Like what the heck? It's like all of it's a dream. Like is this like foreshadowing what's gonna come in the future, or is this like already happened? Right?
Oh yeah,
That's
Yeah, I feel like
crazy.
it definitely like because the next scene he wakes up and he's on the plane
Mhm.
and you notice like when it zooms out the plane looks like a military plane and then they're landing on this aircraft carrier and so it's like oh okay so they're going to some kind of military base
Mhm.
but there's not much that gives you like a preempt to the story from there it just kind of dives in
Yeah.
and it
yeah.
was
Oh,
I was super confused about
yeah.
what what happened between the flashback or if that was a flashback or if it's something that's going to happen in the future like why is he here like
Yeah.
it didn't explain any of that at all.
Yeah,
No.
that academy, what they call it, Long Island. I guess that's why they named the first episode Long Island, or Long. It was
It
Long
Long
Island,
was.
right?
Garden.
It was in
The long, yeah, Long Garden. So
Little Garden, I think.
Little Garden.
Yeah,
Okay, I
the whole
guess that's
ship
why.
is called Little Garden,
Yeah.
or I think it's a ship.
Okay. See, I had it somewhere around there. I just got brain farted like crazy.
It's all
Sorry, it's the Alzheimer's starting to kick in. No,
Did you take your meds tonight?
good. Right, Grandpa.
actually, I think I didn't.
God. Reason why.
uh,
But yeah, that was a cool scene. You kind of get a like overview of where he's going in this academy kind of thing, right? I mean, it looks pretty cool. I mean, was it like island or was it like a airship?
It looked like
it was
an
a ship.
aircraft carrier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember.
like it was its own. It was its own city. It
Mhm.
had its own main computer and everything else. Like if the main computer ran the entire thing. Well, I mean, I know I'm going a little ahead on that, but I'm just saying. But I mean, it had its own structure. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's not something you would have ended up thinking of being on some kind of a ship.
Yeah.
Of being that. I mean,
Yeah. As soon as
you,
it's okay. Sorry.
oh no, I was just. It just and then it was what a C like a it was at least the size of a C-130 airplane that he was in that he was flying in to be able to get there, like a
Yeah.
cargo plane.
Yeah. Yeah, and then like when he gets like lands, like he's trying to hide, right? It's like what's this dude kind of hiding from? It's like we have no idea about this guy, but he's like hiding. I mean, that kind of was weird.
Oh yeah, it was really weird. Like he was like all of a sudden everybody knows who he is and everybody's rushing to see him. Like apparently something has happened with this dude that
Hmm.
we don't know about that has made him famous among it's like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh shit, now
Right.
everybody's gonna come trampling after me and people are asking for his autograph and it was definitely odd to not know what's going on behind
Oh,
all
the
of that.
what? I was gonna say the thing I ended up understanding about it is that he had like a higher rate of some kind of leveling
Hmm.
than what even the strongest person at that academy had.
Yeah,
Okay, so it's like midichlorians or something.
kind
Oh
of.
no,
Yeah.
like it's something like that. It was, I think it was like a fighting style or something, or
Really?
I don't know, not a fighting style. What the hell?
I thought it was
Uh,
some kind of like I thought it was like where they got everything was like Power Ranger stuff. I don't know, but no,
Yeah, I
something
thought
no,
they had said
with
something
Power
about
Rangers.
like a high score,
Yeah,
so like maybe it was I don't know. I
it's
didn't.
something.
I couldn't quite
Yeah,
grasp what was going on
yeah. That
at
was kind
all. All
of
the
that
people
was
chasing him down,
it was
and then
confusing.
and then like they get into that assembly, and so like
Hmm.
the two girls were late, and the president's talking about expelling them because they're late. So like you can tell she's kind of a hard ass, and it's just like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
that's who this character is going to be.
yeah.
But then like
okay.
the one girl like sticks up and uh
Emil.
keeps talking, yeah,
Hmm.
and then the president challenges the main guy. What was his name again? I keep forgetting his name.
Claire,
Right here, I actually
Claire, the
found
president.
the reason.
Hiato, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually found the reason. I'm actually sending it through the messages right there of why he was famous.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that dream he woke up from, apparently it was an encounter that he had with a savage 10 years ago.
Oh.
And it resulted in him becoming a variant. One of a very small fraction of people, fewer than 10 in the world, according to Emil, who have survived exposure to the savages and obtained a greatly increased affinity for hundreds as a result. And the hundreds are
Okay.
their
Okay.
weapons.
That makes sense.
So he kind
So
of he
he's,
kind of is like Harry Potter.
yeah,
And that
pretty
explains the
much.
then that explains the beginning scene sequence then too.
Yeah. So, see what happens when you do some reading, and I'm the one who does the least amount of reading out of all of us, probably.
Hey,
At
look,
least less than Joseph.
our generation just expects these things to be fed to us. So,
That's right.
you know,
You just did it. Thank you, older generation.
yeah, that's what we need you guys for.
That's
That's why we keep you around.
You young whippersnappers, I'll show you a thing or two. Oh, all right,
But
wake
yeah,
me up.
okay, so that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, it
And then
does.
like when the president is like, okay, well, I won't expel these guys if you can beat me at
Hmm.
this challenge or whatever. She like
Yeah,
challenges him to a
duel.
duel. She throws down the gauntlet.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
duel
yeah.
of what is it? Crap. What is that
Honor.
duel? Honor. Yes, duel of honor. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy. Like, could you imagine like your first day of school and you don't really know how you're gonna do? You know that like you're kind of predisposed to this stuff, and like something happened a long time ago, and you're not really sure why you survived, but you did. And then you're at the school, and the president of the school is like, "Okay, I'm challenging you to a fight, and if you beat me, then I won't expel these children." Like, that's a lot
See,
of pressure
It
for a
see,
is.
first
that's
day of
kind of
school, man.
that right there is some old school, like yard talk, right? I mean, dude, back whenever I was in high school, whenever I moved from the state I was living in to the state I'm in now, I went from I went from the West Coast over in Cali, and I moved into Texas. Okay, I was a
Oh, that's a
surfer
change.
skater, dude, and the school I went to was straight up redneck and uh oh, what do you call them? Preppy, redneck and preppy at this school, and then you had redneck preppy. So it was like I went to it a whole new world. So whenever I first got there, people were like, "Oh yeah, hey, hey, hey," but also at the same time, I looked for somebody that was in my class who was the bully, and I went and beat his ass. So that way I could have a little bit of
Just straight
respect.
up
And
prison rules. Like,
yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much what was going on here. Is like this. The reason I think she turned around and was challenged him was like, "Hey, look, you're in my hood. I'm gonna mess you up."
I feel like she's already got the authority. Like she's
Yeah.
the president of the school.
Yeah. What's she
Well,
Like, do
she's
you
doing?
like
really
the
need to prove? Well,
bully.
I guess it makes sense. Like if everybody's like siding with this one kid because they've all heard his story before, and the president's like, hey, I got to shut this down, and just show these guys who's boss.
Yeah, poor
Yeah.
I guess it
pretty
kind of
much.
makes sense. I just thought it was crazy. I couldn't imagine that being my first day of school.
Yeah, and they were what,
Everyone
16,
trying to get my autograph, and then the president challenging me to a fight in the parking lot.
And they were what, 16, 17-year-olds, I think, or something like that. This is crazy.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, it says 10 years.
10
So inside that deal, it looked like he was at least what 8,
I guess,
7,
yeah.
7, 8 inside that
Yeah.
That's right.
dream.
So 17, 16.
And that's what they all seemed the attitudes and the maturity level seemed about 17, 16, 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
At least over in like the old school 17, 18-year-olds, not these new school ones. Sorry. Sorry, I apologize.
Oh,
Yeah,
Multi.
if you're a current 16 or 17-year-old watching this channel, we do not all agree.
do not.
These words do not express.
Do not
If
put
you
words in my
want,
mouth.
comment about me, but my love.
Then they go into, I mean, it goes into the elevator. They're
Okay, let's,
Okay. What's that girl's
gear
name
course
that?
back onto what we're talking.
Let's go.
Yeah, who's that girl that he went into that elevator with? Because she was
It was
the
a
one
male.
who started the whole thing up
Yeah, it was a mill.
of why he even got into that duel.
Yeah. And the thing is, this character is really curious to me because of how they act throughout this whole show, this whole episode. So Emil is like in the very beginning when you meet him, he like runs to Hayato. I can't really pronounce it, but runs into him, the main character, and like grabs him. So it's like this character's kind of off to me. So of course they go in the elevator, and then I mean they go see the research specialist, right? What's her name?
Okay, Emil
Charlotte.
Crossford.
The crossfire, yeah. They go into the elevator, and she's like bulk him up, like, "Oh, you got this. You're not gonna lose. You know, I know what you can do. You're not gonna lose against the president," kind of thing. And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, Mill's like his biggest fan. Like it's almost like a Mill knows him and he doesn't know. Is it a him? Like he keeps referring to him as "you're another dude," but I don't understand why they have to say he's a dude. Like I don't know.
It's
It
kinda
was a weird gender dynamic on that one, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
I
like
guess
it is
he's
like it is like a
confused.
Mill knows him. Yeah, it's like a Mill knows him and he doesn't know a Mill.
Yeah, it's definitely different. And then they so this is one of my weird, almost favorite scenes where they run into the new. They go with the elevator and they see the head research technologist, the principal technologist of Little Garden, which is a chief research. Her name was Charlotte Demandius, I think. Demandius. Now,
Demandia.
Demandia, and she's like the smartest person there. Like going in and like introducing herself and like, oh, what do you think? What do you guys think about this whole thing? Because this whole scene was kind of bizarre. They had this cat looking. I couldn't tell if that was a real person or a robot. Could you? Did she say she developed or engineered this person or?
I don't remember.
Because the weird, it's like she just starts going like smelling the dude. I'm like, what the heck is she doing? I was like,
Yeah, she. I don't know. She said that she was just trying to figure him out because apparently, I guess somebody from the district he was from ended up supposedly they all smelled like soy sauce.
oh,
So
right,
she was
sorry.
like sniffing them all over the
That's
place, and it's like, okay, I mean that's kind of hot, but I mean a cat lady trying to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what would you do if they were in that situation? Some person's coming and just sniff the crap out of you. It's like, what the heck, man? I mean,
Like, all right, you better keep going besides sniffing. You already got me turned on. It's like, what's your name? Can I get your number afterwards at least? Can we do this again?
I don't know. I don't know.
There.
I mean, it's I don't know. It was. I think it was the weirdest.
You know, you just don't want your lovely legs to end up finding out that you're.
Oh man.
No, but I don't know. And then she introduces the main computer.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember the name of that computer, but he goes, really? And then you saw on that screen from the main computer that runs the entire place say exactly. And it's like, holy crap, okay, we got a talking computer system, an AI system.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my God, this freaking camera's going to drive me nuts.
Don't worry about the camera.
There. I don't have enough light going on. Hold on. You know what? I hate doing this during the middle of an episode, but you know what? Happy you will forgive me.
Oh my gosh, really?
Just bailing.
Bell. But yeah, the whole episode is like I really like the whole dynamic though, that they got these crystals or something like that called the 100, and they get these special powers with them. I think that's so cool. I mean, honestly, the whole thing is like, it sounds stupid. It's like I kept thinking of the Power Rangers for whatever reason. It's like, oh, cool, they're gonna morph into something, but of course they get like new weapons, and whatnot. But I was like, I don't know, like the whole idea behind it, of like getting these powers through these, I think were they not crystals? No, there's like
Hundreds.
yeah. But I can't. Were the hundreds like crystals or something like that? I can't remember. Right?
I didn't really get into it yet.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, the whole idea of this, of them kind of talking about it, is like get a little more, story behind what it is. It's like, it's pretty cool. I mean, pretty much they use it to battle these savages. So I don't know. And each person has their own.
It was definitely interesting the way that works, and like you can tell, only some people are attuned to these crystals or whatever to be able to morph into one of the 100 to face these guys. And I mean, it was cool seeing like the first time he interacted with the crystal, like what his suit looked like, and what his weapons were going to be or whatever. It's almost like almost expected it to be like a mech the way that the transformation went, but then it was a little smaller than that, just kind of added some weapons and stuff. But it was definitely interesting the way that they did that. And
so yeah, the sword, I think, out of Emil's and Claire's, I think to me was the best one. I mean, I don't know, I'm not all about the whole fancy give like 10 different things. I like the one single thing that's like powerful as all get out, I think that's like the coolest. I think he had the best one.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, to be able to end up coming up and then you have a sword. I mean, dude, that was awesome. And then he did some kind of. Oh wait, that's the next episode. Sorry.
Well,
wonder if he'll continue.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good.
My bad.
No, it's all good.
See, I shouldn't have started that stupid second joke.
It's all good, man. But yes, I mean, even the training we saw Mills. Mills had like with 10 different sharp things like swords or something like that, right?
Like cannons.
Yeah. The cannons, yeah. And then
because even Emil would turn around and it was like, well, she's not going to take it easy on you. Let's just get into this. She straight up went forward and he's like, hold on. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, but for him it was like instinct.
They definitely don't slow play whether he's going to be able to do this stuff or not. Like, there's no training involved. It's just like, nope, you have this all happened. You're famous. You're now the boss.
Right?
Oh my gosh, like situation, sink or swim. God.
Yeah, pretty much. And he turns around and is like, I don't even know how I'm doing any of this. Yeah. Then she's doing for another volley against him, and you see those. I guess you would say this 100's abilities going under his feet, where he can do a super fast agility move.
Yeah,
to get out of the way, and he just boom right into a wall. Like, what the hell happened?
And all this is, she's like, oh, this is gonna be your training. I'm like, okay, so she's not holding back. That's her training. She's gonna beat the crap out of this dude. That's your training. What? But the cool thing is, his instinct is just he knows already, like instinctually. Just he does it. He just blocks. He dives. He jukes and jives, whatever. He's crazy good. As first time ever using his 100. I think that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, dude, that was awesome. Oh, I know this. Whenever it finally gets to the duel, and it shows the countdown, and what's her Claire Harvey, the queen, the president of the academy. Queen. I mean, she straight up turns around and says, "It's like, are you ready for this?" And you just see the countdown 10, 9, and then then the episode is done, and you're like.
I think my favorite part of the episode was when she said, "Are you ready?" And he's like, "As ready as I'll be." And then she says, "Have at you." Yeah. I was like, "Hell yeah, that is the best line that you can possibly say before you fight someone. Have at you." If I ever get into another bar fight, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yes,
dude. Be like, "Have at you."
If you can, tell them, hey, give me a second. I'm gonna put a stand up. I'm gonna record this. I have to say it again.
Hold on, before we fight. Hold on. Get the camera right.
But no, yeah, dude. I mean, it just, but the way they ended up doing that, and it just made it to where it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
it built
is.
up to a huge intensity level.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you guys before we started the show, but like I was watching this with ads, and through this huge long ad break, I'm waiting, this battle's gonna happen as soon as this ad's over, and the ad ends and the credits roll, and I was like, oh, God.
you're right. You're like, I have to see what's gonna happen.
Tune in next time.
Yeah, right. You could
Yeah,
at least let
right.
me see the battle before I decide if I'm gonna watch this next episode.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
sorry, man. That was horrible.
Dude,
Watching the
I've seen a lot of cliffhangers that left me like intensified to see the next one.
Mhm.
That was mainly off of movies. Okay, there's very few animes that can do that to me. I mean, like, okay, Demon Slayer did it to me, definitely.
Yeah.
Tokyo Ghoul did it to you.
Yeah.
I mean, they left good cliffhangers where you wanted to watch the next one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think they did an awesome, dude. I was like,
That, yeah, the whole anime, like,
Like,
it did not skip a beat. I mean, it had me interest the whole time, literally.
it definitely, like, I felt like the intensity was huge at the
Uh-huh.
beginning, and then huge through the plane ride, and then when they land, and then all of a sudden it turns into this like kind of lighthearted, high school show with these kids running around and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm down with a little change of tone, and then it built that intensity back up, and then just left you like, huffing and puffing, waiting for someone to fight. Like that's it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
yeah,
it was a letdown to me for the for the fight to not happen. So
So I guess that's
yeah.
the lowest least you liked about it, right? Basically, it's like that was the worst part.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
that to me that was an intense cliffhanger for me, and it just.
Yeah.
I remember I even sent you a message earlier today. I was like, man, I finished the first episode, but dude, I had to stop myself from watching the second episode, and then I rewatched it before I ended up asking you when we were getting on to do this, and
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you know what? Screw it. Because I had watched it again while at work today. I mean, I was slow enough to where I put my phone down, set it up, was paying attention what I had to pay attention to, and Crunchyroll. It's like, let's do this. So, I mean, honestly, I watched that show twice today and then once last night.
Yeah.
So,
It's that good.
the same episode, just so that way I made sure I was like, okay, you know what? I still didn't catch everything, but it made me still want to keep watching.
Yeah. So let's go on this. The magic question. I'll start with Ginger Bear. Would you continue watching this?
I think I will. I think I probably would have even without the cliffhanger, depending on how this battle goes, because I think it's going to be intense and super awesome.
Mm-hmm.
If the battle had let me down at the end of the episode, I would not have continued. But having not seen the battle, I have to. I have to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no way I can let my life go on without knowing how this kid fares against the president, and if these kids get expelled from school. And then what happens if they get expelled? Do they just throw them off the ship? Like, does a plane come and get them and like take them to Shameland? Like, there's so many questions left unanswered that I have to know.
Mm-hmm.
Right on.
What about you, Darthlo?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch the next one. I kind of spoiled it earlier that yeah, I did start this second episode. I just couldn't hold on to it anymore. I had to know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna do any spoilers. So I'm just Ginger. I'm not gonna do that to you.
All right, good.
I no, I've done that before. Okay, I've given spoilers and
Yeah.
did not mean to.
Yeah, me.
So
My
Yeah.
wife actually will fake spoil things for me to piss me off because
Oh,
I hate
nice.
spoilers so much. So
Nice.
like her and my friend have made up spoilers before that or that where they didn't even really watch the show. Like they went to watch a movie and then come back and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe such and such happened." And I'm like, "You motherfucker. Like I wanted to see this. Why did you do that to me?" And it turns out they didn't even watch it. They were just trying to mess with me. I'm a very big anti-spoiler guy.
Yeah,
There you
me too.
go. Yeah, if I ever do a spoil, I'm so sorry from the bottom of my heart. I start talking and I get excited and it's like, oh, my bad.
I
But
will
no, yeah,
I will burn bags of poo on your doorstep.
Yeah.
It'll
that's
happen.
all right, dude. That's a long distance to do that. If you have that kind of willpower to come this far to be able to do that, all power to you. I'll even do you a favor and stomp it out for you and take pictures. Be like, here, dude, it was worth it for you.
God.
But no, yeah, I'm
What did you think,
definitely.
HMG? What were
Uh,
your thoughts?
I have a secret, and I think I already told you guys before. Whenever Darth Lowe picked this out, I didn't realize that I've already seen this entire season, entire anime. So yes, I would continue. It, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's a well worth watch. It is very good. There's a lot of twists and turns, and secrets come out, and the battles are great. But I'm not saying anything else. It's just pretty much how the anime, or you already seen some of the sequences that could happen. So, you guys, yeah, I would continue. I already have.
All right, you just gave me a few spoilers. I am now gonna end up taking a small flight up there to end up leaving a dog. Dude,
I
I will
didn't say
meet you
anything.
there. I've got my dog
I
right
said the
here.
battle.
I haven't picked up my backyard yet. I have at
You
least 8 piles that I can put into a paper bag.
you've already seen parts of the second episode. I didn't spoil anything.
Okay, yeah, but I didn't turn around. No, I didn't turn around and say, "Oh, dude, you're gonna end up." Yeah. No, I didn't do
You
none of
know,
that. You were like, "It's gonna be worth it. You're
it's
gonna love it. It's gonna go here, there, everywhere."
it's highly recommended. I'll leave it at that. It's
That-
highly recommended. A lot
There
of
you
fan
go.
service. I will say this to get you guys heads up. A lot of fan service. Whoever's listening, and you guys, a lot of fan service. But it's good. The
Dude,
show's
as long as I get to keep seeing Kitty Cat Girl, I'm good.
good.
There's one scene where the nurse comes in and like her boobs show up
yeah.
about 45 seconds before she does.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
He's
wow, I
got a little.
wonder what they're
Sister.
emphasizing here.
Yeah.
That's right. He's got a little sister, and the only reason he agreed to even go there
Mm-hmm.
was to be able to get his little sister the medical
Treatments.
stuff that she needed.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We probably should have brought that up. It's a
Yeah.
noble cause.
That's
He's
true,
a
that's
noble
true.
person.
He is very noble, and that's the whole thing with him in this episode. He's very shy, but Mila kind of brings it out in him where he's very noble, as you said, in this episode. So that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
and
That's
the same thing when he defends the girls
Oh yeah.
from getting
yeah.
expelled because technically they were trying to find him, and that's why they were late to the ceremony or whatever, the assembly.
Very
It
So yeah,
kind of made
he's very quiet and very shy, but like he stands up for the things that he believes in.
yeah,
So that was pretty cool about the character.
yeah. He's
after
very
hearing
pacifist.
about his sister being in their medical care, I think the only reason he was even acting shy like that was because of the fact he didn't want to screw anything up because of his little sister.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that was the only reason he wanted her to, or him. It's a her though, right? Yeah. Why does he keep calling her a him? Why does he
There's
think
some-
she's a dude?
Yeah, I'm
There's
telling you,
some
I'm
scenes-
so confused on the gender
Yeah,
thing. Like they talk about it too much for it to not be a thing.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
it's
They
like
make it a huge ordeal throughout the whole character. I mean, throughout the whole in this episode, it's a huge ordeal. I don't know. It's weird. It is weird. But
yeah, where he's like, why would I care because you're a guy?
yeah.
And then like the other character gets mad that
Yeah.
he said that, and it's just like I don't understand
Yeah.
what's going on with the gender fluidity of this character.
Yeah.
I think okay, the only thing I can think of is that if you watched enough animes by manga, they have some really twisted ways to end up trying to do that crisscross guy girl thing. Have you ever noticed that in some of them?
Nah, it's
I'm
just
I'm the
manga.
non-anime watcher of the group, man.
Okay.
Like
So
dude, I've
There's
literally
some there's
this is
some
this is like the
animes I've-
fifth anime that I've watched.
Okay, there's been some I can't remember all the names of them, but there were some animes to where this chick looked like a dude. Like straight up looked like a dude. But whenever it got to another cutscene like a shower scene or something, It didn't show full figure, but it showed it was a different figure. And it's like, why would you make that look like that? I mean,
Keep you to plot turns, man. Plot twists.
and it's like, okay, I mean,
Nah. But okay. So you guys highly recommend the first episode, right?
Yeah, I would definitely say if you're looking for a new anime, check this one out if you haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm.
It's intense, it's fun to watch, and it'll leave you wanting to see more.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I agree. Definitely worth a watch. And it's on Crunchyroll, so I
Mhm.
mean, we might as well say where we watched it at.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it was on Crunchyroll. I
Mhm.
mean,
Crunchyroll.
you can
It's
definitely get to it to be able to watch. So
Yep. But yeah, it was good. Great first episode, guys. Thank you for joining me. Hopefully it's for the long road and plan on. Do you want to guys kind of discuss or which ones we're gonna do, or I guess we'll just announce it later. I guess I'll probably just announce it later. But yeah, I'll be doing this twice a month, and thanks again, guys, for another Will I Continue.
Heck yeah, man.
All right, bye, guys.
thank you.
Bye.